Exploring the U.S. Army's approach to counterinsurgency in Somalia. Somalia has been a hotbed of conflict and violence for decades. The country has undergone several civil wars, regional conflicts, and struggles against extremist groups like Al-Shabaab. The United States Army has played a significant role in the fight against insurgency in the country. Since 1992, U.S. Army forces have been involved in several operations in Somalia, including humanitarian and peacekeeping missions. This article takes a look at the U.S. Army's approach to counterinsurgency in Somalia. Counterinsurgency is a military strategy that involves military, political, economic, and social measures to defeat insurgents who seek to overthrow a government or take control of a territory. In Somalia, the United States Army's approach to counterinsurgency has evolved over the years to respond to the changing nature of the conflict. Initially, when U.S. forces deployed in Somalia in 1992, their mission was primarily humanitarian. The forces were there to provide food and other aid to the people suffering from the impact of civil war and other regional conflicts. However, the situation changed when several U.S. soldiers were killed during a gun battle with Somali militias in Mogadishu in 1993. This event, famously known as the Battle of Mogadishu or Black Hawk Down, prompted the U.S. to change its approach to counterinsurgency in Somalia. The mission became focused on hunting down and eliminating insurgent groups rather than providing humanitarian aid. Over the years, the U.S. Army has employed various tactics in its counterinsurgency efforts in Somalia. These tactics include targeted airstrikes, cooperation with local security forces, and training of Somali soldiers. The Army has also invested in building governance and justice systems in the country. The U.S. has supported the federal government of Somalia in its efforts to build a functioning state by providing aid and training. The training of Somali National Army (SNA) soldiers has been a key component of the U.S. Army's counterinsurgency strategy in Somalia. The SNA is the official military force of the federal government of Somalia, responsible for maintaining peace and security in the country. The U.S. Army has provided training to SNA soldiers, focusing on military tactics, human rights, and the rule of law. The aim is to build a capable and professional military force who can effectively address the insurgency threat in the country. Targeted airstrikes have also been employed in Somalia by the U.S. Army. The airstrikes are intended to eliminate high-value targets, including leaders of extremist groups like Al-Shabaab. The use of drones and other advanced technologies has enabled the Army to conduct targeted airstrikes with precision and minimal civilian casualties. Another aspect of the U.S. Army's counterinsurgency strategy in Somalia is cooperation with local security forces. The Army has partnered with Somali security forces, providing them with intelligence and logistical support. This partnership has led to several successful operations against insurgent groups. For example, in 2017, a joint operation between U.S. and Somali forces resulted in the killing of a senior leader of Al-Shabaab. Building governance and justice systems in the country is another important aspect of the U.S. Army's approach to counterinsurgency in Somalia. The Army has supported the establishment of local government structures, including the federal government. It has also provided aid to help build functioning justice systems in the country. The aim is to create conditions that will lead to stability and security in the country. However, the U.S. Army's approach to counterinsurgency in Somalia has also faced criticism. Human rights organizations have accused the Army of causing civilian casualties during airstrikes, and local communities have complained of harassment and arbitrary detention by U.S. forces. These criticisms highlight the challenges of conducting counterinsurgency operations in a complex environment like Somalia. In conclusion, the U.S. Army's approach to counterinsurgency in Somalia has evolved over the years to respond to the changing nature of the conflict. The Army has employed various tactics, including targeted airstrikes, local security force cooperation, and training of Somali soldiers. The focus has been on building a capable and professional military force that can address the insurgency threat in the country. The U.S. Army has also supported the establishment of governance and justice systems in the country to create conditions for stability and security. While the approach has had some successes, challenges remain, and criticisms highlight the need for sensitivity and improved approaches to counterinsurgency operations.